Hello, dear Homepedia family. The first thing that comes to mind when you think of a kitchen transformation is often a vision of shiny new appliances, sleek countertops, and a glossy, modern finish. But what if we told you that the secret to creating a kitchen that truly feels alive, soulful, and timeless has less to do with what's new and everything to do with what feels rooted? This is the story of a Hacienda kitchen glow-up, where terracotta warmth and sage serenity join hands to breathe life back into a tired, dated space. Imagine stepping into a room where earthy clay tiles glow under morning sunlight and soft green accents soothe your spirit after a long day. It's not just a makeover. It's a glow-up that connects you with the textures of history and the calm of nature. If this vision excites you, stay tuned, because we're about to explore not just a design journey, but a full sensory experience that will change how you see the heart of your home. And if at any point you find yourself inspired, don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who loves design, and drop a comment about your favorite kitchen style. Every home has a story, and the kitchen is often the chapter where the most important moments are written. Think about it. The aroma of coffee brewing in the morning, the sound of laughter over shared meals, the comforting chaos of a holiday dinner. Yet too often, Kitchens are overlooked when it comes to character. They become purely functional, stripped of personality, or left behind as other parts of the home evolve. That was the case with this Hacienda kitchen. Outdated finishes dulled its natural charm, and it cried out for a refresh that wasn't just cosmetic but soulful. This is where terracotta and sage step in, not just as colors, but as storytellers. Terracotta, with its rich clay tones, whispers of tradition and permanence, while sage, with its calming green hue, carries the breath of the garden indoors. Together, they form a palette that is both timeless and transformative, creating a design language that says "Welcome home." The glow-up begins with terracotta, a material steeped in history. These tiles are not about perfection. They're about warmth, depth, and the tactile memory of human hands shaping clay. Each tile carries subtle variations of color: sunburnt oranges, soft ochres, muted reds, that come alive in changing light. When laid across a kitchen floor or arranged as a backsplash, they radiate a warmth that modern materials struggle to imitate. Terracotta doesn't just fill space, it grounds it. It connects the kitchen to centuries of design traditions. from Mediterranean courtyards to Spanish colonial haciendas. Step onto a terracotta floor and you instantly feel anchored, as though the earth itself is part of your home. Balancing this earthy richness is the soothing presence of sage. Unlike the sharp greens of emerald or the bold vibrancy of lime, sage is a soft, muted green with gray undertones. It has a way of calming the eye, steadying the room, and reminding us of nature's gentlest moments. Like a garden at dawn, when dew still clings to leaves and the world feels hushed. In the hacienda kitchen, sage finds its home on cabinet fronts, open shelving, or even painted trim. It softens the boldness of terracotta, creating a dialogue between warmth and coolness, energy and rest. Together, terracotta and sage embody the essence of balance, one grounding us while the other lifts us into serenity. But a glow-up is more than just two colors. It's the textures and finishes that tell the full story. Imagine rustic wood beams crossing the ceiling, their grain rich with history, complementing the terracotta underfoot. Picture brass hardware, slightly patinated, catching the light against sage green cabinetry. Visualize open shelves lined with earthenware bowls, woven baskets, and herbs freshly picked and dried. Each element layers the kitchen with authenticity. It's not about chasing trends. It's about building an environment that feels alive with memory, purpose, and beauty. Designing with terracotta and sage in a hacienda kitchen also taps into something deeper: the psychology of color. Terracotta, with its clay-born warmth, makes us feel secure, connected, and at ease. It evokes the hearth, the fire, the place where family gathers. Sage, with its gentle coolness, quiets the mind and invites relaxation. In today's world, where stress follows us from morning to night, these colors provide not just aesthetic appeal but emotional nourishment. When you cook in this kitchen, you're not just making food, you're restoring your spirit. The introduction of terracotta and sage into a kitchen also reflects a larger movement in design: the shift toward earthy, natural palettes that embrace imperfection. People are growing weary of sterile white kitchens and cold, high-gloss finishes. They crave spaces that feel real, touchable, and human. Terracotta's handmade feel and sage's soft natural tones meet that need perfectly. And when combined with classic hacienda elements, arched doorways, stucco walls, wrought iron accents, the result is nothing short of magical. It's a kitchen that doesn't just look beautiful in photographs, it feels beautiful in life. Now let's dive into the details of how this glow-up comes together, starting with the layout. A Hacienda kitchen thrives on openness and flow. The heart of the space is often a central island or generous countertop where cooking and conversation overlap. For this project, the island was updated with a sage base and topped with a natural stone countertop that echoed the muted tones of both terracotta and sage. This combination created not just a functional workspace, but a centerpiece that grounded the room. Around it, terracotta floor tiles extended in a grid pattern, their matte finish offering durability and a rustic soul. Lighting plays a crucial role in bringing this palette to life. Warm pendant lights hung above the island, their golden glow enhancing the reddish undertones of terracotta and highlighting the calming green of sage cabinets. Natural light was invited in through wide windows framed with dark wood, casting patterns of sun and shadow across the textured surfaces. In the evening, candles and iron holders added intimacy, their flickering flames reflecting off glazed terracotta surfaces. The effect was one of warmth layered upon warmth, creating an atmosphere where both daylight and candlelight felt equally at home. Storage was another key part of the transformation. Traditional upper cabinets were replaced with a mix of sage-painted cabinetry and open shelves. The shelves showcased rustic pottery, terracotta bowls, and herbs and clay pots, turning everyday items into design features. The lower cabinets, painted in sage, provided practical storage while maintaining the room's serene flow. Brass pulls and knobs added subtle sparkle, their slightly aged finish blending perfectly with the overall rustic aesthetic. The result was a balance between display and discretion, with everything having its place without cluttering the design. To further embrace the Hacienda style, textures were layered thoughtfully throughout the kitchen. A hand-woven rug in muted earth tones stretched across the terracotta floor, adding softness underfoot. Wicker chairs tucked under the island brought in organic texture, while stucco walls painted in an off-white shade created a canvas that allowed terracotta and sage to shine. Every material choice was intentional, reinforcing the dialogue between warmth and serenity. Appliances, often the most modern element in a kitchen, were integrated in ways that preserved the rustic feel. Stainless steel was minimized, with panel-ready appliances blending seamlessly into sage cabinetry. A vintage-inspired range in matte black with brass detailing became a focal point, harmonizing with terracotta tiles behind it that formed a striking backsplash. Above the range, a rustic wooden hood tied the modern functionality back to the historic soul of the hacienda. It was proof that technology and tradition can coexist beautifully when design is thoughtful. The dining nook, often overlooked in kitchens, became a moment of true charm in this glow-up. A built-in bench upholstered in natural linen nestled against a wall of terracotta brick, its cushions in muted greens and earthy tones tying back to the palette. A rustic wooden table extended into the space, surrounded by simple chairs that invited lingering conversations. Above the table, an iron chandelier cast a warm glow, turning meals into intimate gatherings. This wasn't just a kitchen for cooking. It was a space for connection, laughter, and memory-making. Of course, no hacienda kitchen is complete without a connection to the outdoors. French doors framed in dark would open from the kitchen to a courtyard, blurring the line between inside and outside. The terracotta floor continued onto the patio, uniting the spaces, while sage-painted planters brimmed with herbs, succulents, and flowers. The breeze carried scents of rosemary and lavender into the kitchen, reminding everyone that this design wasn't confined by walls, but was part of a larger living environment. It was a glow-up that celebrated not just the room, but the lifestyle it encouraged. As we reflect on this transformation, it's clear that terracotta and sage aren't just a trendy color combination. They're a timeless pairing that speaks to our deepest needs for warmth, serenity, and connection. They remind us that the best design isn't about flashy features or fleeting trends. It's about creating spaces that feel lived in, loved, and layered with meaning. This Hacienda kitchen glow-up proves that even the most dated room can be reborn into something soulful and stylish with the thoughtful use of earthy tones and natural textures. So here's the takeaway. If you're looking to transform your own kitchen, consider what terracotta and sage might bring into your life. Maybe it's the grounding warmth of clay under your feet. Maybe it's the calming presence of muted green as you start your day. Maybe it's simply the way these colors invite you to slow down, breathe, and savor the moment. Design, after all, isn't just about how a space looks, it's about how it makes you feel. And a kitchen that nurtures both body and soul is the ultimate glow-up. As we close this journey through terracotta warmth and sage serenity, we want to leave you with an invitation. Look around your home and ask yourself, which spaces are functional but not yet soulful? Which rooms are waiting for a glow-up that balances tradition with tranquility? Start small, experiment with earthy textures and calming tones, and see how your home begins to transform, not just in appearance, but in atmosphere. If this exploration of Hacienda kitchen design inspired you, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Would you consider terracotta and sage in your own home? Do you prefer earthy palettes or brighter, more modern tones? Share your ideas in the comments below, because design is always richer when it's a conversation. And if you enjoyed this video, please like it, subscribe to the channel for more inspirations, and share it with someone who loves timeless design. Together, let's celebrate the spaces that make life not just functional, but truly beautiful.